Hi, Mary Ann Lane. Paul Cundiff here, and we got your shaft out. Um, I think I made a note on one of the other videos. If not, I'll do it here. You normally want to have a half to one diameter of shaft showing between the strut. It was a photograph, but anyway, between the strut and the prop. And this red area, I just spray painted it. It's 2¼ inches long. I should have 3/4 of an inch if I'm in the middle of that range. It's a 1 inch diameter shaft, so the middle of that range I should have between 1/2 and 1 inch of space. And I got 2¼ inches. So this shaft needs to be shortened by 1.5 inches. We check it with a dial indicator, and the dial indicator did indicate that there is a little bending, but it's within tolerance. So we don't need to replace the shaft. That's good news. And then the other thing that you'll notice is, you probably can see this groove right here. You probably noticed that you had a groove before I even said anything about it. And anyway, that is where the packing gland that keeps water from coming into your boat was tightened too tight. It should leak 1 drop every 20 seconds. That's nirvana, and that allows the water in the lake water itself, to be your lubricant to keep this from happening. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shorten this 1 inch, so your packing gland will be riding on a new surface now instead of back here. That's that groove. Because there's a groove there, that becomes a weak point in the shaft, and I really can't guarantee the shaft. You know, you might want to replace it. It's about $200 for a new shaft. So before we cut this off, I'm going to give you a chance to tell me if you'd like to replace it or not. It's probably trouble-free. It's just it may run the rest of my lifetime. But then again, it may run for a week and cause you a problem. So let me know. There's no way of telling what kind of damage or what the strength of the shaft is unless I put force on it and try to break it and see at what point it breaks. And at that point, it's busted, and we got to have a new one. So anyway, just some things to think about. There also was not a cotter key on the shaft to keep the castle nut on, and you can see right here that the hole the cotter key goes through is plugged with debris, maybe an old cotter key. So we're going to fix all that when we put it back together. Thanks.